warm welcome to Sydney, one of the most recognizable cities on the planet. And this week it's been known for, well, something else, and that is Australia's premier badminton tournament, the Super 500 event, the Australian Open, part of the HSBC BWF World Tour season for 2024. In fact, the 16th event of the World Tour, which means we're just over halfway. That is Michael Lung, in charge of accreditation here at Key Centre, holding the HSBC BWF World Tour Finals trophy, which of course will be distributed at the end of the year, and the invitation-only World Tour Finals. Lots of big matches happening today for the fans that are already gathering here at Key Centre. I can tell you we're going to start with the mixed doubles, and it's the most in-form pair in mixed doubles, Jiang and Wei Yazin, taking on the Malaysians Tan Kian Meng and Lai Pei Jing. Both of them have been having an absolutely great run. The women's singles will follow that. Sung Sho Yun from Chinese Taipei has made it to the semis. She'll be facing Aya Ahori from Japan. Guo Xinhua and Chen Fang Hui also in great form this week. They're taking on Tang Chunman and Si Ying Sweat in the other mixed doubles semi-final. That's the third match that you'll watch here on court one. Most of the matches happening on court one. But I'll get to the two that are happening on court two in a second. That mixed doubles match will be followed by the men's doubles, the young pairing of Chen Ji-rei and Lin Yu-chia from Chinese Taipei against the very old pairing, I hope that's respectfully said, Asan and Sethion, the former four-time world champions. The women's doubles will follow that, and it's great news for Satiana Mapasa and Angela Yu. But as you can see, Jiang Zhenbang and Wei Yazin already making their way out into the arena. Men's doubles, men's singles, and men's singles will be the other semi-finals on court one, and the other women's singles and women's doubles finals will be on court two, and I'll get to those as we move through the door. Well, Jiang Zhenbang and Wei Yazin, what a pairing, and that's their opponents. Now, both of these pairs had a pretty good run in the draw. The Jiang and Wei took out Reddy and Reddy from India in straight games. Tan and Lai took out Chung and Go, their compatriots from Malaysia, also in straight games, but will push 23-21 in the second. But it is double semi-final duty for Lai Pei Jing. In fact, she's also made the semi-finals with her scratch partner, Lim Chiu San, in the women's doubles. But it has been a great run from both of them. So ready for the coin toss, and that looks like Lu Xiu Swan from Chinese Taipei is the umpire, and Fu Yip Kiat Hing from Singapore should be in the service judge chair.
So who is server? Wei is server. Tan to receive. Okay.
Well, as wonderful a run as Tan Kian Meng and Lai Pei Jing have had, this is going to be a tough challenge for them because, as I said, Wei Yazin, Jiang Zhenbang are very quickly establishing themselves as one of the top pairs in mixed doubles, not just in the overall division, but in China as well, as they recently got their first win against the absent champions Feng Yanji and Huang Dongping. That was their first win in 8 matches. That happened at the Indonesia Open, which also happened to be their first Super 1000 title win. Not only did they win that, they were quarterfinalists in Singapore and the Indonesia Masters, third at the Badminton Asia Championships and the Malaysian Open and the French Open, and also they had a runner-up position at the India Open. That's what I mean about being the most successful pair right now. Jiang Zhenbang, great at the back. Wei Yazin has been fantastic at the net. And I'm expecting them, after a great run this week, to keep powering through. "24 years old, Wei Yazin. And on the other side of the nets, Lai Pei Jing and Tan Kian Meng. Well, I'd like to say a journeyman pair from Malaysia, but of course mixed double, so it's really a journeyman and a journeywoman pair. But they've had a pretty good run as well. It's 2-0 in the head-to-head between these pairs, and the 2 matches won by Zhenbang and Yazin. It was a first-round exit for Tan Kian Meng and Lai Pei Jing last time out They made, of course, the semi-finals at the Indonesia Open just last week, and also quarterfinals at the Malaysia Masters, the German Open, and the Indonesia Masters as well. But it has been a great run of form for them, as last year they didn't really register. They were working through a lot of things.
Ready, play.
They have been as high as 5th in the world. That was back in December of 2022, and beginning to recapture some of that form. So there is our umpire, Liu Swan, and that is Fuyip Kiating, as suspected, in the service judge chair from Singapore. And we're about ready to get underway here. So fast and furious action, I'm sure, coming up. Tan Kan Meng has been dominating at the back. He's a big lad, and when he gets his smash going, it can be very difficult to deal with.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Tan Kan Meng and Lai Pei-jin, Malaysia. And on the left, Jiang and Wei Yaxin, China.
Well, a good few fans from China and Malaysia gathered here at the Key Center.
Tan Kan Meng, level, play.
And as we get underway, I can tell you that that home support is going to be heard a little bit later on throughout the day, because while I theorized on it earlier on in the week from the commentary boxes, how great it would be if a home Australian pair made it through to the semi-finals. Well, Setiana Mapasa and Angela Yu in the women's doubles did exactly that. So they should be raising the roof on the Key Center when they take to court. Very good chance of them making the final as well, actually, but we'll get to that as we get to it. Right now, it's first blood to Jiang and Wei. 2-love.
Service over. 1, 2.
Tan Kan Meng again dictating play. Fast movement from the Malaysians. Both pairs looking for that attacking advantage. That's a wonderful rally. How about that for a 4th point? That's an indicator of the kind of action we're going to see. Well, we're in for a treat.
3, 1.
Interestingly, Wei Yazin not allowed to patrol the net there. She was actually in backcourt for most of that point. It's not her usual position. There is a varying degree of interchangeable roles from both pairs. But ideally speaking, Lai Pei-jing and Wei Yazin should be battling for the net in the front court. And Jiang Zhenbang and Tan Kan Meng should be battling at the back. But of course, both pairs more than adequate at keeping it flat. So it's really a question of what service the two backcourt players get. That was a good smash from Jiang Zhenbang.
4-2.
They really have taken out the best, Zhenbang and Wei Yazin. That's another big backcourt attack from Jiang Zhenbang. Great serve from Wei Yazin.
3-5.
We've only been together for a while, the Chinese pair, but they've already picked up a bronze medal at the World Championships and a gold medal in Dubai at the Asian Championships last year. Oh, that's great. Great placement by Jiang.
It's over. 6-3.
So 6-3. Already some daylight on the scoreboard. Beginning to pick their spots now.
7-3.
Well, he went for the disguise drop, Tan Kian Meng, and he's not bad at it, but
3.
just clipped the top of the nets. Well, Jiang Zhenbang is quickly turning into the most important player on court right now.
9-3.
And that is just a reminder to Talon Line, 9-3. 6 points as we move towards the mid-game interval. But a reminder to the Malaysians that they have to keep it low. They have to keep it flat, because if not, it's going to be finished off on the flanks. That's better. 4-9.
9.
Well, again, nipped in by Wei Yazin. That's 10-4. So on the brink of the mid-game interval, and it is slowly turning into Wei Yazin and Jiang Zhenbang's game again. Look at that from Wei Yazin. Wow.
11-4.
Guess he wasn't getting past it. 11-4 at the break.
Seconds. 20 seconds.
So back on court for the second phase of game one. And this wonderful pairing from China
11-4.
are continuing their ascent to the very top. Right now, world number 5s, but the way they're playing, that could very well change. Rankings, of course, out every month. There have been some changes last month, most notably, of course, in men's singles, with Shi Yuqi becoming world number 1. Again, very flat from Wei Yazin, and well marshaled at the back. So 12-4.
12-4.
Tan Kian Meng finally gets a big shot out from mid-court.
5-4.
way back for them in this first game. If it was any other pair that Lai and Tan were facing, I'd say that it was a much easier task. But if you give Jiang and Wei 5-6 point lead, that can be dangerous. That's beautiful combination. Wei Yazin again now beginning to show some dominance in the net. 13-5.
13-5.
Full coverage in front court. So quick to react. Oh, that's a great reach by Jiang. Wonderful play. Both of them firing now. Jiang Zhenbang had to reset himself there for 14-5.
Play.
Again, their ability to reset to awkward positions, awkward shuttles. That's what's making the difference at 15-5, 10-point lead. Well, he could have gone very big, Jiang, but he's... What a placement on that shot.
16.
Look at the accuracy from the corner. Amazing. $16-5. And after a good opening rally on the fourth point, it was kind of equally placed. They're beginning to put an iron grip onto this match. Straight again.
17-5.
17-5, and if Tan and Lai don't find a way to combat this, this game is going to be history. Just out. I think a challenge has been called because even that reflex return was pretty close. Ooh, just out. That was a reflex return. She had absolutely no time to fire that off, and look how close it was. That's the pressure that they're under. So
it's over. 6-17.
6-17.
Play. It's over. 18-6.
Oh, 18-6. One-way traffic now. Again, look at the quick reactions from Wei Yazin.
19-6.
Hardly ever moves back. The body might sway, but the hand almost has its own agenda. And yes, she does miss a few, but her error rate is very, very low. 19-7. Well, that's what happens if Tan Ken Mang can actually get a good look at a backcourt attack.
8-19.
6'1", great jump. So you're looking at about 6'5" is where he picks up the shuttle, comes down steep. And again, this time rescued well, bounces off the tape.
Over. 20, game point, 8.
So 12 game points. And I'll let you decide, based on what you've seen so far, how many of them they're going to need.
Service over.
Well, certainly more than one.
9-20.
And you can see the disappointment on their faces that they've actually needed more than two. Well, this is certainly the first time they've missed 3 points in a row. Still a lot to do for Tan and Lai. Weah's in again. Steps in at just the right time. 21-11, first game.
21-11.
14 minutes. So back on court for game two, change of ends. Tan and Lai with an uphill task. But if they can just find a way in to this very quick, very effective pattern of play of the China pair, then they might just have a chance.
Level. Play.
Well, that was great from Tan Kian Meng. Got the service that he needed. I think they were expecting something a bit bigger. That's why you could just see them at the mid-court line. Well, I wonder if the drift conditions have changed a little. It's always been the slightly better side of the court that Tan and Lai have been on, but now, of course, down to 2 courts on semi-final Saturday. Used to be 4 courts, and that makes a huge difference. But in all honesty, the drift has been negligible all week. Wonderful conditions here at the Key Center. Slightly cooler and slower. Very conducive to rallies.
1-2.
Well, as we saw in Indonesia and Singapore, that were very windy arenas, it comes down to whether you can play both sides, and if you can adapt your game to the conditions, that's really the key to success. And that's something that Jiang and Wei can do. And I'm sure they're going to do that again today.
Oh. Three, two.
It looks like they may have just done that already. 3-2. Oh, great recovery from Jiang. Wonderful.
Service over.
Tan Kan-meng on hand to finish that point off. Look at that.
Change your shuttle. Change.
Well, he was upset with himself there, Jiang Zhenbang, but to pull out 2 recoveries back to back, that would have been something very special. Well, they've picked up the tempo a bit, Tan and Lai, and that's really helped. Deep serve from Kan-meng. Mistake from Zhenbang.
5-3.
So maybe it was just a question of warming up. We've seen that happen a lot this week. Pairs and players a bit slow off the start, paying the price. Much better from Tan and Lai. Ah, great defense, great vision from Tan Kan-meng. So that was the longest rally so far, 37 shots, and it was wonderful to watch. Both pairs soaking up attack with some great defense, but Tan Kan-meng, in the end, the man to beat. And that point was very reminiscent of the kind of performance they put in recently when they blew Kim Won-ho and Jong Na-eun off court last time I saw them in action.
Service over.
And that was at the Indonesia Open in the quarterfinals. 21-8, 21-19 against the world number 8 pair, Tan and Lai. That's just an indicator of the kind of performance that they've been putting in recently. Set had a lot of problems. 22-23. Really fell off the radar a bit. Well, Jiang Zhenbang looking to win that. Is that in? Yes, it is. Oh, it actually looks like it was called out. I swear I saw both of the line judges with their hands down. But there is a challenge coming. Well, you can hear the crowd beating time with that familiar heartbeat. Here it is. Oh, that's... I'm actually at a loss for words as to why there was a challenge that's so far in.
5-6.
Still, rules are rules, protocols are protocols. 5-6. I mean, that could have scored on a single score. Straight onto the power again. Jiang Zhenbang not allowing Tan and Lai into the point.
Oh.
As you just saw, that means one challenge left for Tan and Lai. Soft hands from Jiang. Now he goes big, and he's gone wide.
Service over. 7-6.
Oh, wow, I think that's clipped the line. You know, that's the thing, it could be feathers. Another challenge coming. If Tan and Lai lose this challenge, that'll be it for challenges in game 2. And they have half and half, good enough, edge of the line.
Challenger unsuccessful. No challenges remain.
Well, this could be a real problem for Tan and Lai. They need to win this second game. They now have not got the option of Hawkeye against a very precise pair. Have to settle themselves down again.
7.
Great angle from Jiang.
9-7.
Oh, look at that. Now, that's what I mean about adapting their play.
10-7.
Very flat. It went left, they went right. And somewhere in the middle, Tan and Lai were trying to defend. Such a versatile pair. Oh, they were really over the moon at the Indonesia Open when they broke that jinx against Feng Yangzhe and Wang Dongping. It was 7-0 in the head-to-head. They went in and they did the business. And you saw a very rare smile from Wei Yazin at the end of that match. She was over the moon.
8-10.
And that was the best net tumble for Tan and Lai. So they're just 2 points back. And they get the second interval break. 11-8.
Seconds. 20 seconds.
Well, this is it. Crunch time for Tan Kan Meng and Lai Peijing. All comes down to these next 10 points.
11-8. Wait. Play.
Nice pick up by Wei Yazin. For the very low cross, but too low. What a shot. It's unbelievable. That's really, really good. Oh, playing out their skin now. Jiang wasting no time to get straight on to the attacking smash pattern. 13-9. Oh, things looking increasingly dangerous for Tan and Lai. They will, of course, be happy with another semi-final appearance. 2024. Every event, so many events, 31 events on the HSBC BWF World Tour. Every one of them can be a stepping stone to something greater.
Service over. 10-15.
And of course, both of these pairs with a lot to fight for. They didn't make it for Olympic qualifying, both pairs. Jiang and Wei, ousted by Feng Yanzhe, Huang Dongping, and Zheng Xiwei and Huang Yasheng, the shoe-ins really for those Asian continental quotas. From Malaysia, it's Chen Kangji and To Iwi from the mixed doubles.
16-11.
So plenty to play for, especially in this, what's realistically the last tournament on the Asian leg, as the tour will move to Canada and the US after this.
17-11.
In fact, there'll be the Kaohsiung Masters in Taipei, then the US Open, then the Canada Open, and the Canada Open will be the only July event because, of course, of the Paris Olympics, before it comes back to Asia again for China and Japan. Another wonderful drop in there by Wei Yazin. She's got such a great eye for front court, left and right. And this is looking more like a formality now. Oh, Jiang Zhenbang was, I'm sure, a little bored from that rally, decided to just pump it up from mid-court, and that was enough to win. 2 points away from the final. That was a great shot from Zhenbang. Beautiful drop by Wei Yazin. Was the setup for a partner. Good rally. That's gone wide. So it is 9 match points.
20 match point, 11.
And that's it. 21-11, 21-11. Score symmetry in 33 minutes. And we have our first finalist. And it is, I guess, what they deserve. And there's another smile from Wei Yazin. She is very happy these days. What a great run of form. That doesn't happen very often, or it certainly didn't last year. But I guess if you hit that kind of form, you're happy. There's confirmation of it. 21-11, 21-11, 33 minutes. Jiang Zhenbang and Wei Yazin through to a consecutive final after their big win in Indonesia. So back here at the Key Center, and after our first semi-final, 33-minute win for Jiang and Wei, it is the women's singles up next. Aya Hori against Sung Sho-yun. All seeded affair. Number 5 taking on number 2.